Hi everyone, so this week we are going to look at a browser-based music game called Otogarden. Otogarden is different than your usual music game in that you are not going for a high score. It is very open and sandbox style, where I think many other games like Dance Dance Revolution or Rhythm Heaven, games I like very much, are a lot more structured regarding what they ask of the player. This will be pretty different in comparison if you have experience with those games. The goal is really to experiment. There's no right or wrong way to play it, and in this video I'll play it a little for you so you can see what I mean. So let's get started. We are at otogarden.com. You can play this game in your browser. You can also, if you prefer, download it via these buttons here. But in this game, you are a kappa, which is this little cute green mythical creature, and you walk around in a garden and everything in the garden makes sound. So let's go ahead and hit play. So the controls are here. I just use the keyboard. If you have a controller, you're welcome to use it. Not necessary though. I do recommend using headphones. So here we are. We're in the garden. So if you walk in the flowers, you have this little soft, dynamic popping noise. And if we walk on this garden path, this is like a marimba mallet instrument sound. Kind of high in pitch. If we walk in the pond, you get a lot of water sounds and longer duration notes. And then if you hit the trees, you get bigger, individual, very resonant and timbre drum sounds. So that's cool. And then in this patch, it's clearly some sort of vegetable garden. You have more drum sounds. So as far as I can tell, those are all the things that make sound. You don't have too many options, but you also, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you can work with. So the other things that you can do, you can run. So that makes some of the notes happen sooner. And you can loop. Which I'll get into a little bit later. So a couple things you can do while just playing around. Try just like walking between 2 areas. Maybe run. You just even enter and exit one area. And then, hey, maybe I like this loop, so I'm gonna hit the loop button, L if you're using keyboard. And he'll keep on running. Haven't been over in this area for a while. Maybe let's set a marimba loop. was nice. The loops are designed to stop after a few repetitions. And I think the idea is that it ends. And it's a limitation that encourages you to be creative in a different way than if the loops stayed there all the time. So that's Otogarden. You can really do whatever you like, but I think if you want some suggestions, try walking in a circle of your choice, maybe from between in one area only, or between two areas, and then asking yourself, what happens if I loop this? That was pretty cool. Let me make that one more time, or something like it. And I'll take a screenshot here. So here's my screenshot. If you need a guide on how to make a screenshot, I will provide some for Windows and Mac. I'm on a Mac, so this is what it looks like if you do that. And I took a little screenshot. This is what you'll share in your discussion, along with a description of what you made, applying a couple music terms. So in this case, I looped on top of the stepping stone and created pitches that were higher in pitch. And before that, I was in the garden patch with some drum sounds that were maybe round in timbre and lower in pitch. And you can keep your descriptions very simple. You don't need to be fancy in this class, but especially for this, I mean, just describe one movement. You don't even have to describe multiple movements, so maybe we would focus on the kappa loop here over the bar. Oh, we hear a percussion sound, a marimba sound, if you even want to say that. It's higher in pitch. So that's what we're going for here. Simple descriptions, just applying terms, experiencing a new game. So remember that there isn't a correct musical result in this game. You really should experiment, try things. Maybe you want the kappa to narrow to dash all over the map and that's it. That's fine. But definitely try things. Don't feel like you have to do something correctly because there is no correct. And most importantly, have fun with this. It is supposed to be a fun, kind of whimsical game and a chance for you to apply some of the vocabulary that we've learned so far this semester. Have a good time, and I look forward to seeing your screenshots.